Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. I've got your April 2025 reading coming up in just a moment. We're going to do week by week, and at the end of those readings, I will have a brief look at a connections experiencing issues mini reading, and then if you are single, open to dating mini reading. Thank you all so much for tuning in, playing along. If you're already a YouTube subscriber, welcome back. If you are brand new, my name's Cody. I'm your conscious soul reader. Welcome to my channel. I appreciate your curiosity. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like button, notification bell. This will alert you every time I'm energetically called to come and give you a reading or go live. And if you go to the description box, this will show you my website where you can book personal readings with me or book a mentorship. Everything is available there. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. All the way at the bottom, we'll show you all the other platforms where I'm going live and posting content. If you recognize any of those, give me a follow. Make sure that you don't miss a beat. We're going to pull all the cards first, and then we will do the reading. I'm going to get everything on the table, and that will be sped up to save you time, so I hope you appreciate that. Week number 1, full card. Week number 2, Tower. Week number 3, Emperor. Week number 4, Ace of Pentacles. 5 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Magician, King of Cups. Okay. Some of Pisces. Week number 1, King of Wands. Week number 2, Magician. Week number 3, Devil. Gosh. Week number 4, Star card. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 5 of Cups. The Knight of Swords falling out sideways. Got the Queen of Wands coming out. We will put those back in. What can I tell Pisces? Week number 1, 5 of Cups. Week number 2, 10 of Wands. Week number 3, 5 of Pentacles. Week number 4, Death card. Lovers, Ace of Pentacles, Emperor, 6 of Wands, Justice, Opportunity, 9 of Cups. So collective, by week number 1, there is major arcana all over this month. So there's lots of life-changing energy that is coming through for you during Aries season. I feel like many of you are going to be receiving a lot of the results. A lot of the results are going to be affecting you because of the eclipses, the retrogrades, the Aries season kickoff right after your birthday season. There was this brand new start, a brand new slate. This is the results of you starting fresh and starting anew. We have first out coming in with that full card, King of Wands and the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups here represented a couple of different times in the decks. Mercury retrograde is still detaching. We're still in the post shadow. Venus has not quite gone direct yet at the time of recording this, but it will be going direct. There will be the full moon in Pisces on the 12th as well, or excuse me, the full moon in Libra, Pisces. You could be dealing with a Libra. You could be dealing with another Pisces. Also out here, I've got Scorpio, Aries, Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini. Here is Libra. Okay. Again, take what fits, throw out the rest. If it does not resonate, could be anybody actually. So we have there being this fuel of disappointment, regret, sadness. This is kind of fueling you to do differently. By the second week, I feel like many of you are still carrying a very heavy burden of what you just came from or what's gone on so far, and the fact that you're having to rebuild. We've got the Magician coming out here. I feel like the Magician is a warning to not create from negativity. Don't focus on what you've lost. Don't focus on the chaos. Don't focus on the upheaval. This is not the place that you want to be manifesting from. You don't want to carry this around with you. This is for you to process, focus on these lessons so that you can release the burden of the pain, the anguish, the sadness, the regret, all the negativity that comes with this. By the 4th week, things are starting to turn around, but I have a feeling this 3rd week still has you really focused on what's not going well and why. I feel like many of you just can't seem to shake this for whatever reason. There's intense, heavy focus. This is almost obsessed with what you haven't gotten and why. There's a major obsession here, and I'm just telling you, this is a warning for y'all Pisces. This is a warning to watch that energy so that you're manifesting from a place of gratitude, optimism, right? We really want to be focusing on what we hope for. So you've got to do that inner work to detach, let go. Let go of what is holding you back so that you can metamorphosize yourself into what you are trying to become based on what you've been through. Not because of what you've been through, based on it. Okay, everything that has happened has shaped you to be the warrior that you are now. This should be your focus, is how powerful you feel because of what you've overcome and because of the fact of you having to do it pretty much almost all on your own. We like to think of those couples that couple early, and then they get to have somebody that to bounce ideas off of, to communicate with, to share sadness, joy, all the things. That doesn't always happen for everybody. I have a feeling, even if it's just, friendships seem to tend to be a little bit more disappointing than they are fulfilling. I've got the Lover's card, the Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, Six of Wands, Justice card out here. 5 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups. This is a lot of emotional independence. After the 8, we move into 9 because we're like, it's not worth it to give away all of my heart and all of my feelings to people who are just going to stomp on them. We've got you now creating a lot of focus from your own internal joys. What do you love? What do you want to do? What are you attached to? What are you feeling like is your greatest and higher calling? Okay, not what everybody else around you feels comfortable with, not what you can do for other people, but what can they do for you? That's not what your country can do. JFK? Yeah. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Here's your boundaries. Here's your boundaries around all the burdens and the responsibilities of other people because it's only ever disappointed you. We've got the Emperor out here with all 3 cards. Leo energy too with the Strength card there. Emperor, Emperor, Emperor. Strong Aries energy. Heavy focus on making sure that this is overcome. You haven't quite, so there's only 1 Chariot that was coming up, if I'm not mistaken. No Chariots. You haven't gotten there yet. Okay, we haven't gotten there yet. You're still figuring out how to move on from this in peace, right? You're still feeding it energy, and so it's still feeding you. So there's something here where your focus needs to detach. And I say this a lot now because of a realization that I had in processing my emotions and trying to figure out how to become a master of them so that they don't take over. And so this is about deciding what you have tied yourself to and deciding to untie yourself and reattach it to something that generates more positivity and optimism for self, instead of focusing on what didn't happen and why, or what has happened and now what do you need to do because of it, and sitting in that negativity of going over and over again all the steps that brought you to the point you're at now, which is pointless. It really doesn't help you to create anything futuristic. It's holding and tying you to feelings of disappointment, regret, and sadness, where you're needing to be careful, because the Magician has come out here a couple of times talking about always manifesting, no matter what you're going through, you're always manifesting. So you have to be really aware, very conscious of your thinking, very conscious of your emotions, and making sure that you are doing that work to heal, to process what you need to do. This is you realizing here, I think by the end of the month, that this is an opportunity for you to untie yourself from this once and for all, and to put it in the past where it belongs, and to only utilize what you have learned to create a better future for yourself instead of repeating old cycles. I've got a lot of boundaries up with a lot of you. This is some sort of a major decision where it's pulling you to a deeper concentration of independence to create more genuine, more lasting connections. We're looking for quality instead of quantity at this point, at this stage in the game. You got Virgo and Leo also coming out. Could be dealing with Virgo, Leo. Okay, let's get some advice. Okay, so we're going to look now at some advice. Real quick. Let's get some advice. My cat just took a big deep breath. He's sleeping so hard. It's just 11:11 on my clock. Let's see here. Oh, there's the Tower again. Don't try to resist what needs to fall. And don't focus on the mess. Your focus needs to be on how to rebuild, how to pull yourself away from something that is ultimately trying to pull itself away from you. Six of Wands, Hierophant. So I've got the Ace of Swords with the Nine of Wands. We've got the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. And the Hierophant with the Star card. Here's the Chariot. Finally able to move forward. Look at the healing. Look at what your lessons, your spiritual lessons are teaching you. How to choose a path that is nothing like where you've been. This Two of Wands, Six of Cups, Chariot coming out. Many of you are deciding on the road less traveled and choosing to do differently than you ever done before. This is some sort of a clarity coming in about what you need to do in order to protect yourself from ever feeling like you are being used, like you are just something for a moment, like you are just somebody that is fun for a second and then not really worth hanging on to. You're changing the rules here as far as how to handle you and how to see you. There goes my left ear. Changing the rules on how to handle you. And it all starts with you realizing it from within first and then creating it in your world around you. Okay. Very good. Let's get an outcome. Where is this? There's the full card again. Almost like you're going to try it again next month, this time without all of the focus on what didn't happen and who was responsible and why, and going through all of that. It's the outcome. Nine of Cups. Doesn't matter. The results speak for themselves. And the outcome will speak even louder about how you have put up boundaries with that divine cup of love that you have, with that emotional investment that you have to offer. This is that Four of Pentacles. Here is the Nine of Cups. Both of these, look, both of these are emotionally guarded. Emotionally guarded because you know how valuable your emotions are. And you're going to basically put them on a budget. Make people have to earn the right to have access to your emotional wealth. Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands, Eight of Cups. So, yeah, you're a lot less free and giving these days. You're releasing yourself from that burden and the responsibilities of, being so available for the sake of you being for everyone else. Here's the Eight of Cups. Again, different deck, 8 to the 9. Pulling yourself out of the emotional states. Here's the Two of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, Sun card. Your path is one of more support, optimism, and positivity. Nothing else. Everything else, you've got strong boundaries up. I think you're smelling bullshit from a mile away. This King of Wands and the Five of Wands, this is you saying, no drama. No drama at all. At all. It's not allowed. I don't subscribe. I used to in the past. Some of you may have gobbled that shit up. Some of you may have loved to get all up in the mix. But now you're just like, you know what? I'm above that. I've got better goals. I've got big dreams. I've got things to do. Child's play is over. This is preparatory time to be able to handle the big responsibilities of love, money, and the responsibility of tending to them in a very careful way. You're doing your due diligence, yes? Okay. Let us look at what else can I tell Pisces? Having faith that love is coming. Cupid's arrow, heartbroken. Have faith, love is coming. I know that there is this feeling of being lost, of feeling deeply hurt, so sad, right? You have to have faith. You have to have faith that there is something out there that is being prepared for you. You are being prepared for your person, and your person is being prepared for you, but that is not the focus. The focus is to build up self. You must create a place for love, money, and responsibility to thrive. Otherwise, it's just going to flow everywhere. You don't have a structure to hold it in. You have to build that first. Yes, belts. Keys on a ring. Many decisions to make now. This is you. Love, keys on a ring, right? This is not about you looking at it as there are so many fish in the sea and there's got to be somebody out there. If I just hit up as many people as possible, then I will eventually run into them. But that's not it. It's about being way more selective. Way more selective. And by making, again, I say this, and I say this on many of my readings, making people earn a place at your table. We don't just invite anybody to sit down. We've got boat coming out. There's those closure issues, right? That inability to be able to finally, once and for all, let everything go from the past. That cassette player, those old, outdated ways, that old way of thinking. The butterfly is here talking about that beautiful transformation into what you are meant to be versus where you were, right? Where you were was this very limiting, very dangerous, very vulnerable place. And now you have a bit more freedom once you evolve past that, once you metamorphosize into your next stages in life, into your growth, into your full potential. This is you moving and shifting into what you were meant to be. We've got healthier choices coming in. This is about being much happier because of focusing on healthier ways of being for self, for others, for your environment. We got kisses, hands of cards with the snake. So big risks out there, just throwing your emotions around. Big risks in that, right? Beyond the self. Is that this one? No, that's not this deck. Don't want me to pull it though. Okay. Let's see. I bet I'll have a golden nugget that'll pop out for just you. Slow down. Grounding. Right. We're gonna ground ourselves. So think of that caterpillar that needs to get positioned and find the exact right place so that they can transform. So that they can. We've got you slowing down a little bit back here, and listen. Also coming out here. Time to ground yourself. Spending too much time in your head. Time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside, plant your feet on the ground. Enjoy the centering feeling that brings. I am so about to do this. Put your bare feet on Mother Earth any way you can at all. We've got listening. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something, say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. Listen to that inner voice. Pisces, you're very intuitive anyway. If you're getting downloads, if you're getting messages, listen. You absolutely must listen. So asking you also to slow down, because life is not a race, nor is it a competition. You need to slow down. Doing so does not make you weak or less than. It makes you strong, wise, and much better able to navigate with clarity and ease if you slow down, right? It's about being very methodical and watching it unfold as it's ready to be made a move on, or if it's needing more time, right? Slow down just a little bit. Going fast, going in a rush is the easiest way to screw something up, even worse. They're asking you to check in. Take a moment to check in with how you feel about a certain decision, hanging out with a person, whatever it is that you're pondering. Does it make you feel lighter? Does it make you feel heavier? Pay attention to that. That inner guidance is so helpful. That feeling that you have when you're thinking about doing something or making a decision or hanging out with somebody. Does it make you feel lighter? Does it make you feel good? Are you signing yourself up to be completely drained of all your energy, to where you're left resenting yourself and everyone involved? Check in with yourself. Decide what to say and when to say it. No is a perfectly acceptable answer. Let's see. They said beyond the soul. Let's see. Stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. It's not all for you, Pisces. You little humanitarian. And stop giving your power away right now. You're doing too much. You're taking on too much of others. You need to do for you. You cannot do for others until you are complete and whole and full. Okay. And if you think that that's going to help fulfill self, you're giving of yourself. You're robbing yourself of your life force. Okay. Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care, right? You're robbing yourself of life force. It's so special. Be very gentle with yourself. Be very loving towards self, because not everybody has your heart, and people will take and take and take, and you have to be very protective, very guarded of that. Okay, Pisces, hope that helped. Be sure to check the description box if you need to book a personal reading or a mentorship. Everything's there. Don't forget to check the other platforms where I go live and post content to see if you recognize any of those, to give me a follow. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and that notification bell. I'll see y'all soon if you are not watching the love readings coming up. All right, now, if you are in a connection experiencing issues, we're going to take a look and see what's going on with Pisces. Pisces in a connection experiencing issues. If you are not experiencing issues with your person, this is not for you. All right, here we go. Be sure to check your other placements. We've got 5 of Wands. Oh, the drama. The drama, the drama, the drama. Y'all been kicking up your immediate past with 6 of Swords. So maybe you have attempted, and then we've got the 2 of Swords for your immediate future. So there's a block. I think things keep kicking up. 3 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Star card. Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. This is why. So, yes, in the past, maybe y'all have tried to work things out. Y'all have tried to come together with others. Maybe you have collaborated with a counselor, a therapist. Maybe you both have worked towards, providing each other with information, with clarity to help y'all move forward in a peaceful way. The unfortunate thing about that, though, that is, if it's not your idea, then rarely does it work. Rarely does it work. It feels like everything goes fine until the second something kicks off, and it almost guarantees to kick off because you haven't solved the root issues. And it's not your choice to do it. Like, if you have to know us, recognize it, and do that work, and your person supports you doing that. And then you recognize and work on your issues, and your person supports you doing that. That's how relationships work. Anything else is just ego and power control. Trying to have control. It's a power struggle. Ego and power struggles, right? I think that's Air France rolling in. Hang on a second. So it feels like your immediate future still has a bit of a block here on how to find some sort of a way forward with each other. I feel like the ultimate change in how you deal with one another, this is that life-changing healing energy, and it's not happened yet. There's still this mental block on how to make it happen, and I believe it has a lot to do with ego and power struggle. I can't help but feel like that, especially with the bull sitting here with that King of Pentacles. It feels so stubborn. It feels so fixed. Like you each have your own idea of how things should go, but it's not each other's idea, which is the problem. So there's still this block. I've got the Temperance, the Hanged Man, the Death card. There's a hang up here. I do see there being a peaceful time where y'all are able to have this time of quiet and focus, but unfortunately not much gets done. We've got 4 major arcana cards back to back talking about this struggle with there being this overall peace and balance of things and the inability to be able to figure it out. I do see y'all wanting to. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. Maybe y'all have had some conversations that have felt hopeful, but there still continues to be a block to have that main healing. Let's see. Let's get some advice. Got that Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Cups, Page of Cups. So the reason you feel so drawn to this is that you have some sort of a soul tie with this person. There's some sort of a soul tie. Spirit is saying if you want conversation to start up again, start speaking more loving and more kind and more patiently towards your person. Be very loving, very kind, and start immediately. We've got the 5 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. So a lot of you are concerned and worried about what the future looks like. I feel like things look good if you're willing to put that work and that effort in. If you're willing to put the work in and remain optimistic that everybody's on the same page and we all want to focus on healing, I have this sinking suspicion. Look at this, the King and Queen of Wands. I've been pulling so many divine pairs lately. I've been pulling so many divine pairs. You are all deep in thought, right? Are we really what we thought we were, or is this too much work? Is this too much is there too much here? The 9 of Swords with that Page of Pentacles says that the fact that there's a plan in place is all you need to work on. You don't need to know the outcome. You don't need to know how long it's going to take. The specificities and the details are what's keeping you from feeling joy now. You're keeping yourself from feeling the joy now by just knowing that there's a plan in place and it's being worked, and it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. Either you will be able to do the work and evolve and grow into your highest potential and become a fantastic, wonderful person, or you won't. Same with your person. If y'all cannot do it together, then y'all will not be able to align, and that's fine, because the beauty of that is that there are many other people who are on that frequency of where healing is, healthy relationships are, with good decisions and emotional availability, emotional intelligence, the wherewithal to be able to focus and actually get in there and dive in and figure it out. You will run into those people who are willing to do the work to maintain the connection, and then again you won't. And if you meet those people that won't, there is a blessing in you having the experience to know what is for you and what is not for you, who are big fat liars and who is authentic and true and genuine, who is just merely running their mouth and playing a game, or who is actually an adult willing to do the work and put in the effort. You'll figure it out. But this takes awareness. This takes the ability for you to become more self-aware so that you can see who you're dealing with more clarity and not get roped into the games. and get lost in the land of what could be, you know, in the land of make-believe. Okay. So now let's look at the Magic 8. What else can I tell Pisces? Yeah, we got don't count on it. Summer falling for you. Summer falling for you. Because it's a budge fest. All talk, no action. This will turn around. The real deal. Okay. So those old nasty habits, they die hard. Somebody who is, you know, operating just on pure physicality, on pure lust, it's an old habit. And that's something where somebody may struggle very deeply with self-control and the ability to have self-awareness. And this is just you being on the lookout for those energies. We've got expect a call, expect a text, expect an offer. Many of you have been building yourself up, right? You're wondering, should you wait for this or should you move on? Should you expect this to come in or should you move on? We've got summer to autumn. I feel like all summer you're going to kind of get your answers regarding this. And by autumn, you'll be able to make a pretty good decision. We've got once another chance, but they're wishy-washy. Here's that soul tie, past life love and obsession. Wants a future with you, but, you know, wanting in one hand and shitting in another, see which one fills up faster, right? Somebody's spying on you. Have this storm warning about it being so push-pull, right? Giving a little, taking a lot. Giving a little, taking a lot. Giving a little, taking a lot. It's very breadcrumb. Very breadcrummy. Crummy. Okay. Pisces experiencing issues. I hope that helped. Be sure to check the description box if you need to book a personal reading. Everything's going to be there, as well as mentorships. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and make sure that you're following me on all my platforms. They're all there in that link tree. All right, now we'll move on. If you are single, open to dating, what's coming in for my single Pisces? Single Pisces. Star card again. Let's see. Because the Six of Cups is there. All right. The Wheel of Fortune. More soul ties. Got the Lovers falling out. Yeah, more soul ties. Ten of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Some of you may wonder, like, have you met them yet? Are they coming in? Have you already met your person? Ooh, yeah, that's interesting. Seven of Cups is trying to run away. It will not stay. It's trying to run away. Well, come on in and play another day. Okay, Pisces, single. What do they need to know? What's that you position? So many. What's that you position? Ten of Cups reversing. I feel like you're saying you're happy, but maybe you're really not. You could be putting on airs. Some of you could be going through some very serious family issues, so it's a little hard to focus on other things. With the Ten of Cups in reverse, tell me about that immediate past. It's a lot. What do you clarify? Okay. In the past, Six of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Maybe in the past you had this really focused, determined outlook, right? It's going to happen. It'll happen eventually. It'll happen eventually. Some of y'all might be losing faith a little bit. Some of y'all might be losing faith a little bit. Look at the Hierophant coming out in the reverse. Feeling like you may have to adopt some sort of an unconventional approach. Maybe an unconventional lifestyle that you never thought you would have had to consider. For some of you, what's that immediate future? Page of Pentacles. Ten of Wands, Magician, and the Five of Pentacles. Hermit, Hanged Man, Moon cards. So much major arcana. Eight of Swords, Justice, Ace of Wands. You guys are so in your head. When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? I've been dating since I'm 15. Where is he? Right? Yeah. That's not where you want to be manifesting from. It's not, especially if you're really tied to this. If you're feeling like it's been all on you and you're going to have to be the one to figure this out. You're going to have to be the one to guide. You're going to have to be the one to set the tone. You're going to have to be the one to, you know, carry all the weight of the relationship and mandate how things go. That's a lot. That's a lot. I have the Page of Pentacles, right? I think you're still faking it, though. You're still faking it. You're just like, well, this is it. This is kind of what you settled into. Five of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. It's not, you know, the look you were going for, but it's something that you're going to have to just kind of settle into. Be careful with that. Be careful with your manifesting energy. You're always manifesting all the time. You're always manifesting. I almost want to cherry pick that card out. They told me to keep going. It's not in the back. You're always manifesting, whether you're aware of it or not. Manifestation is based on your thoughts, and you're being asked to manifest consciously through the positive thinking so that you'll attract to your life exactly what you're wanting. Okay? Through positive thinking. What you want. Not negative thinking of what you don't want. Because you'll keep creating that energy. You'll keep creating that invitation. Why is that word hard? The invitation for negativity to come in because you've opened that channel. That's your focus. And that is just the stream of negativity. You have to close that down and reattach it to something positive. You do. You can't be in your head. You cannot be in your head. The results of that is going to be you creating more blocks, opportunities left and right. It's going to feel exciting and then nothing. And then feel good and then nothing. And then hopefully and then nothing. Okay. All right, let's get some advice. We'll get advice. Get some advice. We've got the Moon and the Death card. Your advice is to stop with the negativity. Stop focusing on what you don't know. You're not supposed to have. You're not supposed to have all the answers. You're not supposed to know everything. You're not. You're not. You're only supposed to create opportunities to be a better version of yourself with every new adventure, encounter, and experience that you have based on what you've been through. It's not about having all the answers so that you know what's going to happen and then you can choose correctly when it comes, because that's impossible. It's absolutely impossible to do that. It's just about you being as self-aware as you can. We've got the Two of Cups, Three of Cups, the Star card, Ace of Wands, the Sun, Ten of Pentacles, King of Wands. I mean, I'm telling you, if you can let go of that negative feeling, if you can let go of the need to know and surrender and go with the flow, universe will start delivering to you based on your energy, based on your frequency. You need to work on that frequency and that vibration to make sure it's in a positive alignment, okay? Positive alignment to create what you want, not what you don't want. Let's look what's coming in. We'll get the cosmic insights. Yeah, okay. Cosmic insights. Let's see. We've got let go and we've got patience. You need to let go of your need to know. Again, be patient with this. We've got divorce coming out as well. Pregnancy. Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Health. Distance and moving. Interesting. So many of you are going to have to just be patient as you possibly can. There's always the potential for creating separation by pushing, rushing, and forcing. I do show out here that you could be dealing with an earth sign, which is very good for water signs. Water and earth go fantastic together, but we're looking at Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I am seeing health and pregnancy, so this may not resonate for everyone, but there could be a need to have some sort of a discussion because of this. If some of you are looking to get pregnant or looking to not get pregnant, there could be something to do with the health here. Have conversations. Y'all want to talk about things before you get your feelings all invested. I've got moving and distance, so it could be somebody in a distance where you are deciding if you want to be with this person, if it's worth it to move to go be with them. I've got yes coming out here. We've got spy and commitment. So a lot of you are resorting to maybe some unsavory tactics to get your information versus just being outright and forthcoming. So some of y'all may be trying to get your information on your own without being direct, which, you know, it's a way to accumulate data and information first and then to cross-check them if they're going to be honest with you about it or if they're lying. So it's a way. It's some people do that. So all right, collective, I feel like those were your readings. I hope that helped and resonated. Thank you so much for tuning in, playing along. I appreciate each and every single one of you as always. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell will let you know every time I'm energetically called to bring your reading or to go live. Linktree link that will take you to my website where you'll notice I'm booking mentorships and personal readings. Feel free to peruse around. If you have any questions, reach out. All the way at the bottom of that Linktree will show you all the other platforms where I'm going live and posting content all the time. So if you recognize any of those, be sure you're following me. Until next time, Pisces, I'm wishing you all the health, wealth, and abundance you can see.